When I was 23 weeks, the doctors said that the fluid was building on his brain, and they diagnosed it as severe hydrocephalus. And so the fluid had nowhere to escape but just keep on building in his head.
And caused damage to his brain, yes. Yeah, so we just, we said very early on to each other that we need Jesus.
Yeah.
And what could we have ever done without him? We really did go through the valley of the shadow of death, I tell you. It was hard, and at times, you know, we just used blind faith, but we stood on his word. We know his word is true. We began to go to many appointments. Yelanna had amniocentesis done and many other tests. Gradually, as she was going along, it became apparent that her bloods were playing up, and the platelets in her blood were very low, which meant that she could quite easily bleed out at the time of the cesarean, which was booked in. So there was a concern there for Yelanna's health, and not only as a mother myself concerned with Yelanna, of course we had Matthias, so...
Freaking out, like I was so scared because I didn't want to lose my baby. And I thought all the way up to 28 weeks, I remember being so angry at the doctors for speaking these words over him.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, and I'm too positive, so I was rebuking them and sending them back straight away. And the pressure of terminating and doing the abortion to, you know...
They were concerned that the baby could have been born dead.
Around the 28 weeks, I fully let go of it. I think I was holding it for a little bit, and I just thought, just let it go fully and hand it over to God.
Yeah.
And that's when I felt 100% peace. I had peace throughout the whole pregnancy, but it was full peace after that. That I knew everything was going to be okay.
And, you know, I just think the Lord's Prayer is, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And I said to Yelanna, well, you know, heaven's perfect and it'll be done on earth as it is in heaven. So we just said, you know, perfection for him as it is in heaven. And, yeah, we just kept praying. We asked God along the way to show us signs, or especially for Yelanna, and you know, we know that he would never leave us or forsake us, you know, that he was with us all the way through. She heard the baby cry, and then in her heart she just said, I know everything will be okay. But we had to really come against words as well spoken over him, and the doctors mean well, of course, and, you know, they are doing their job, and it's been wonderful how well they have looked after Matthias. But none of the things that they thought may happen didn't happen, and one was his eyesight, his hearing, speech, like in the drinking pathologist, speech pathologist, that's the drinking. They thought that he might have had to be fed by a tube, you know. That means swallowing difficulties, epilepsy, cerebral palsy, and yeah, just the list went on, didn't it? So it was pretty hard to hear those words every time we went for an appointment. So we just stood on the word, we prayed every day, we got scriptures every day from the Lord, we read through the scriptures and just in faith kept going forward.
That's the first day when he was born, and that's all the fluid in his head there. His head was really big. This had nowhere to escape. So the day after that photo, he had his shunt put in. Yeah, he drinks his milk from the bottle, and they're up to date with all, like, up to his milestones. He's 4 months old, so he's rolling. Just before he turned 4 months, he was rolling onto his belly and back on his back again, and he giggles and laughs. Yeah. And yeah, he just does everything. And he eats his solids now as well.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the doctors are fairly impressed with his progress and how well he's doing, yes.